How many times are we going to learn this lesson that Instagram models literally have absolutely nothing for us, man? They're just truly nothing but trouble, bro. I kid you not, I ran across the other day a girl called Jessica Foster. Apparently it's a MAGA influencer who was shaking hands with Trump and Zelensky on military bases and things like that, just showing her support overall for Trump. Men were thinking, oh my goodness, shout out to her. She's a real patriot. She's the cutest sergeant I ever saw. Let me send her some money, XYZ. And it turns out, of course, naturally, she's AI. Now more than ever, I promise you, we got to be safe out here looking at these Instagram models, Instagram baddies, because they may or may not be real. And when I ran across this story, I was like, man, that is sad. Literally 1 million followers. How much money were they getting sent just off of a fake account like this? Like, it's truly insane. And it made me think, am I getting scammed? I'm not on Instagram often. I'm trying to limit my screen time XYZ, but have I run into an AI baddie without even knowing it? I decided to investigate for a few hours for research purposes. Of course, it was for research purposes. And let me just show you a little bit of my findings, because low-key it was kind of concerning. And that brings us to Exhibit 1, Diamara Wavy, 170,000 followers on Instagram. And not only that, she's a walking bucket. Look at that shot. It looks pure to me. I kid you not. And then they say, get you a girl that can do both. She can do both. She's a baddie. She's thick and she's a baddie with her baddie friends. Truly, what more could you want? Not only that, she's eating burgers or a chicken sandwich. Like, she's just like us. She's just like us. And first of all, don't push her like that. And second of all, watch this. Cross A and hit the lane. Like, literal Instagram model pinnacle of existence. It is what it is. But then when you take a closer look, let's just take a closer look at this stuff. What is really happening? Cross. Who's making the layup? It's the guy. This whole thing is AI. My whole world shattered around me. I said, not Diamara. I said, not Diamara. I'll take a look at the other post. The ball doesn't stop bouncing. Like, the ball's physics, it just keeps its momentum. Like, I've never seen a ball bounce like this in my life, and it just had me spiral out of control looking at all her other posts. I'm like, okay, she's thick. I get that. And I'm looking at the doors, and I'm like, I'm no architect, but doors aren't typically set up like that, are they? Like, why are there two doors back to back next to each other like this? It looks like one's not even hinged on the other side. Like, I don't know what's happening with that, but once again, I'm not an architect. Maybe I'm wrong. I start going through all the people that follow, and I'm like, are these AI people too? But apparently they're real. Like, this guy's real even though he's a loser, and this guy's real even though he's a loser. Then I look and I see Big Jaw himself is following her as well. Big Jaw, he has 700,000 subscribers. Like, he's a big guy on YouTube making those kind of stories. And I'm like, he fell for this? Anybody's liable to fall for this nonsense. And I don't know, it's just sad. I see all kinds of, posts on her page, and I don't have time to go through them all, but when I investigate them, it's just more and more like girls falling for no reason or just bad defense. Even the way she pronounces tween, like,
so I hit him with a twin attack, right?
Wrong.
Then I see that
She said twin. I'm like, guys, this is a fake account. And I really just thought, how do you even monetize something like this? So I click around on her page and I just see straight up, send me money. Just send me money. Has the Cash App up. I wonder how many men are actively sending her money, just getting fooled, just getting scammed. Oh, brother. Exhibit 2. Adivaya Yamane, or whatever her name is. Do y'all think she's real or fake? She's thick. Regardless of what she is, she's thick. But look at this. Look at her on the flag football field and tell me if you see something wrong. She's on a flag football field without any flags. What is happening? Girls falling in front of her for no reason. She claims she's 6'11". If you were that tall, wouldn't you be in the WNBA? Isn't that what Drake said or something like that? So it's like, bro, once again, another fake account. And I'm just thinking, what do you gain out of this? Why are you trying to even hide the fact that you're AI, which is what I really appreciate about exhibit number 3. Of course, she looks good. This account is much more sexual in nature. I kid you not. Like, she was kind of unhinged with a few of them posts. But the reason why I like this account more than the others is not only just because she held up a foam finger but didn't put her hand in the foam finger like 99% of people would do that are normal, but it was clearly just AI in many of the posts. And I truly, really, genuinely appreciate that. The way that they made it, obviously AI, just made it feel more genuine. It really did. Like, it made it feel like not some sort of fugazi fake thing, but like it was using AI as this tool to promote whatever they were trying to promote. Like the post about her doing a somersault when her man asked her to get his wallet, she somersaults into the water and takes off running on it. Like, that is funny. Like, that is tastefully done. I don't understand why most AI accounts do not do this. Like, it just feels like it should be some transparent transaction of a time and attention. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Exhibit 4, look at this girl. Her name's Z Nefer. Absolutely gorgeous yet again. Pictures on pictures on pictures of her just looking elegant, tasteful, fine. But the thing about this one is they were really consistent in terms of what phone she had in each of the pictures. That orange iPhone, I don't know what it is, 15, 16, 17, we're up to 1,000 different iPhones. It really doesn't matter, but they were really consistent. And that consistency is what made it so hard to pinpoint just how this was AI, because she's not. It's not AI. I got you, fooled you. In my head, after seeing all of these accounts, I'm sitting here thinking, at this point, anybody, anything can be AI. Like, it's truly difficult with some of these posts. I know when I'm pointing it out to you and it's like, okay, this is clearly off, this AI video is clearly off, but a lot of the time it's more difficult than you might think. Brings us to exhibit 5 or 6. I don't know what exhibit we're on. It's like Nina Rose running across one of these pictures. You will not know that this girl is AI. I promise you won't. She just inherently looks good. It's not until, like, if you run, you know how Instagram works, like you just scroll across the post and that's all you see. Like, you just see that quick glimpse. If you don't take the time to actually investigate, scroll down to a different video or different post and see her actually walking on the boulevard where it seems clearly AI, it's like you will never know these things. And one of the commenters on one of the many posts of her twerking or whatever it was, he was like, wait, is this real? And it's like, no, it's not real. But at a certain point, I cannot blame him for being confused. This stuff right here is tough. The technology has advanced so far. It's like at a certain point, it's like, hey, we're not going to be able to distinguish between the real and the fake. It's getting harder and harder as it is. My last exhibit shows not only that it's getting harder, but it's infinite. It's literally infinite. Exhibit 7, 8, 9, whatever we're on. Love Sandra. And of course, Sandra is AI, and I'm looking at the comments and I'm like, are people just commenting on the posts of other bots? So I click on another commenter, and of course, that's a bot herself. So then I click another commenter, and that's a bot. And eventually I find myself at an AI modeling agency. I've heard of AI music popping up and AI music artists getting signed, but for some reason I didn't make the connection in my head that AI Instagram models are coming right up behind them. And I looked at the account and there's just hundreds, literally hundreds of AI Instagram models and hundreds more being made every day. And I'm just thinking, geez, oh Pete, how far does this go? Like, it's truly just a wild concept as far as how far AI is coming and how far it still has to go and how it's just truly exponentially getting larger. Like, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there is entire ecosystems of AI bots that have only interacted with each other throughout the entire lifespan of whatever account that it is, but they're just perpetuating themselves. All it takes is me going down this rabbit hole to see that literally at a certain point, it would only be me in the entire comment section that is real. The rest of it is just AI bots. I don't know, it's just, is this not odd to anybody else that is truly, you can just run into an entire side of the internet that is pure fake, pure fiction. And it all really just makes me think, what is the point? How do you make money from this? Like, is there any use in just making these random AI bots? Like, it's like surely all of them aren't promoting some OnlyFans or aren't, you know, just putting their Cash App out there to get sent money. Like, is there truly a point to some of this? And I look and there's also a AI production company. Like, they're making films and stuff based on these AI Instagram models that they put into the films. And I'm just thinking, imagine that dynamic. Imagine you having your favorite Instagram AI model in a film featuring another one of your, you know, Instagram model favorites. And then I keep delving more and more into the thought processes of, is this any different than cartoons or anime? I don't know, like, what makes those more inherently meaningful than coming up with some AI Instagram people and putting them in a film, putting them in some clips? And a lot of the times, I'm not gonna lie to you, some of the aesthetics of these videos that they were posting were pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was watching one, I was getting encapsulated in the Fugazi kind of quasi story, just the music and the ambiance, the vibe of the video. And I saw them kiss and I snapped out of it. I was like, what am I watching? Like, what is this? And it's just some strange experience in terms of watching these, AI people running around doing things. And it's just becoming more and more realistic. But I'm also thinking at the same time, I don't know that this is any different than regular animation studios. I remember watching Love, Death, and Robots a few years ago, and there was this episode where they looked like it was a really realistic animation style. It was with the girl from Orange is the New Black. I can't remember her name specifically, but in there they had her, running around on a rocket ship, shooting at people, doing whatever it was, and like showing the true emotions on her face and the feels and XYZ. And of course, this person is based on a real person, and looking at her animated in such a way made me think, why can we not utilize AI in a similar way to create a product that would probably serve the same purpose as this Love, Death, and Robots episode did, but show it in a way that's so much more realistic? Like, AI could be the one to take that step. I don't know. To me, I came down this rabbit hole thinking all these AI models, AI Instagram baddies are absolutely pointless and kind of ridiculous and just leading, I don't want to say men specifically because there were boy AI models too, but I'll just say men for sake of simplicity. I'll say people, leading people, I don't even know if it's astray, like just, I don't know. A lot of the times it just felt predatory, as I think the word, that they are selling something as authentic that just is not. False advertising, whatever you want to call it. And I think that is where this kind of dichotomy lives in my head, and why I liked exhibit number 3 the most, because when it is clearly AI and established as such, any emotions, any sort of dynamic or enjoyment or engagement that you have with this character, to me it's fine. I don't see that as any different than cartoons. I don't see that any different as anime, low-key, even regular TV shows where real people are portraying something different. Like, I think there is a space for these entities online, in media, in music, but I think the the real distinction is going to come where it needs to be established as such. I don't know. I think that it's a slippery slope, and I think it's just kind of wild to think about how we're still truly at the beginning of AI. Somebody said that this is the nuclear bomb of our generation, because truly this is the technology is insane. And whether it's going to be harnessed to make, interesting movies like Love, Death, and Robots, or if it's going to be harnessed to transcend the space of the internet and actually start forming communities of AI robots that are walking and talking and moving and living life as actual humans alongside of us, like Westworld or something, who knows what is going to happen. But I don't know. All this just stems from me going down a rabbit hole, looking at Instagram baddies for research, for research purposes. So truly, look at Instagram baddies or don't. I don't know. All I'm saying is just stay safe out here, stay cognizant, because a lot of these things that you might think are real, just running across them, they're probably not, especially if it's a bad female. And I think what I really want to nail down here is, whether the Instagram baddie is real or not, I just want to save everybody some time and say, you're never going to date them. You're never going to be with them. You're probably never going to talk to them. What utility is there truly in engaging with these online personas in general? If it's entertainment, I guess. How is that entertainment different than any other form of entertainment? I suppose it's not. Maybe you should just go for it. But in my head, I just keep thinking, out of all the entertainment, surely we can do better than lusting after Instagram models that may or may not be real. That's just me. I don't know. All I'm saying is, let's just keep our head on a swivel and stay safe out there. If you're gonna lust after some Instagram model, can we at least make sure they're real? I don't know. Can we at least do that? I don't know, but stay safe out there, man. Stay safe. And I was thinking, and I was thinking, outside of Cash App, what other ways is there to monetize? And I clicked on another, Instagram post of one of these bots or whatever it was, and they were like, this will help you advertise 100,000 or 1,700, whatever the number was, prompts. Like, you can make prompts and it'll give you the aesthetic you want to promote some product or idea or thing. And I'm thinking, goodness gracious, like, who would have thought that there's a market for people wanting help making AI prompts? There's a whole industry behind a lot of this, which is just blowing my brain at this point.